Alright, howdy ho everybody, it's Billy J Story Moto ADV. Loud at the shop. A little southern vernacular lesson. I think that means, oh Lord, look at this shop. It's completely thrashed because we are segueing today from systems to the interior build. If you guys who know us, for Story Moto ADV, and we do motorcycle stuff, off-road motorcycle stuff, but we're adding an overland project to it that we're going to travel in and live in for a while. Do the Vanlife RV ride BLM like crazy thing, and we bought this to do it in. It's a Airstream B190 Ford E350, and we completely gutted it and we are rebuilding it, and we finished all the system work today, and we are going to be putting it back together. So what we're going to be doing as we go along with this build is begin sharing the footage we've gotten so far, which basically shows everything that we've done, how we've done it, and how we've done it for next to nothing for cost. Like, we're going through a thing where we're finding the materials, we're creating the materials, we're fabricating the materials, we're not buying anything from, you know, Amazon and stores like that. Just to prove that we can do it, prove that you don't have to be rich to load it to lead an adventurous life. We've done tons of things. We've done the hair windows. We have a video on that, how to take them out, how to put them in, where to get your beads and or your rubber replacements. We've done relocation of the propane tank, which is on the B190s under here. We've located it to the back and did it. It's all tricked out. Everything underneath is completely tricked out. It's really cool. We've relocated the power that was over here. We moved it all over there. Relocated the house battery to back here. Filmed all that. We're going to start showing how we did everything. And one of the cool ones, we did a video where we explained every circuit, where it comes from, when it leaves the board here, and where they go to. And we actually even pulled some measurements. And I would imagine it's pretty universal how they ran the wires behind the B190 original build. And but that's what they look like when everything's taken out. That with the exception of the Gorilla Tape I added, but that's the routing. I'm not sure what order they're gonna come up in. If you're in need of it sooner, just let me know. Just leave it in the comments or hit me up. Because I know how it is, man. We've been through this whole process. We're not mechanics, you know, I know my way around a shop and whatnot, but we've had to kind of really fly blind because we don't know. We know motorcycles, we don't know bands, we don't know four wheels. So we've had to learn everything. So that said, I know that it's difficult to get the information you need when you need it. Often you can read, you know, hundreds of forums and finally get it, and then it's only half information and yada yada yada. So if you really need these diagrams, if you have a B90, if you're doing something to it, you want to add a light, take away, having trouble or whatever, and that video's either out, look for it, or it's coming out, or if you're desperate for it, hit me up. I'd be glad to help you out. I understand what that's like. The van was completely thrashed when we got it. Oh, I'm gonna save the engine. You can't see that yet. It's so cool. We did so much to that. And this is all just completely thrashed because we are getting rid of all the mechanical system stuff, moving it away, and bringing in all the interior build stuff. Loving it. It's a lot of work, but you know, that's part of the adventure. You can do it too. Watch our channel if you want to see how we did it, and if you have any ideas or if you've done anything that you could show us. We are humble about the fact that we're making this up as we go along. We're making messes as we go along. So that's it. Again, share some info if you have it with us, and plan to see everything that we're doing and how we're doing it. And if you have any questions, as always, just reach out and we'll answer them to the best of our ability. That's it, man. Story Moto out.
Oh man, I'm like a master. Master mechanic. I got a nut on. Let's check this out. Listen to this. The have you ever done I'm trying to look at you that. Have you ever done door locks? Like take the door panel off and then reach down inside of there and do that? Dude, that I had to do all these doors. That was the hardest thing, and I'm gonna tell you something. Don't judge me. And the reason that this is what made me think of it. By the, I don't know, 7th day of it, just hour after hour after hour after hour of just fighting this process of getting these cable ends replaced with no movement area. You're having to kind of cut holes a little bit here and there in the door, so you're like, and the other people in the past had like cut on the doors for whatever reason, and so you're literally just getting cut as well, and forcing your hands into positions like they like bruise your forearm bones in places that you know you've never have touched anything before. And I did, in fact, now don't judge me, like I said, I did. One night I was so frustrated, and I tried so hard for this one. It was like the second to last one, and I did actually cry. Like, not, I didn't like lay there and boo-hoo like my grandma passed away or something, but it was definitely, you know, maybe a tear actually made it out. I was so pissed off. So call me what you will, that's just what happened. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. It was a bummer. It was a bummer. And then you're all like, man, what kind of dude, what kind of man are you? You gonna cry over a door lock? I wasn't, like I said, listen, I wasn't like crying. You know what I mean? I just like so angry that my toes were curled up. You know, that kind of mad. And I just was, I'd already been through 5 layers of hell of trying to like just be calm and beg God to help me, and just I've been through all that for days and days. Dude, I've never worked on a lock before. Tell you what, I can work on a lock though. I can work on a lock like nobody better now. But prior to that, man, I had no idea what I was doing. And so half of it was a learning curve of just brutal, like just passing your hands through a lawnmower blade every day. And my hands were swollen. I couldn't even move them, and it was ridiculous, man. And I learned lockery, but I did cry. So that's enough of that. Just keep that between us, if you would. Just you and I. Wow, son of the hell. Man, something just, I'm not saying something just jumped out and bit me, but like, I was coming by here looking for the washer, and like, I don't know if it's like static shock, like touch that or something, but it was like a sting. That's freaking me out. Man, I need a flashlight soon. Friction. Man, I hope I didn't get bit by a spider out of my own propane tank. Man, this is, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, this is not theatrics, like video theatrics. This is like something popped me on my lip. Might have been a static thing, but I don't know. And it hurt bad enough to startle me that much. So I'm gonna go look at that. Make sure I'm not. Could you imagine if I just got bit in the face by like a brown recluse? We have those here. I don't know where you're at watching, but they're brutal. It's a brutal bite. My dad got bit by one. I think it'd be hurting, but then again, I don't have a damn clue. Maybe they shoot anesthesia in with their bite first, so you get lulled into complacency. That got my other rib. That was a nice thing to roll over as you're. You know, just kind of roll over that on your rib cage. Good for the obliques. I'll be back. Let me make sure I'm not dying.